Hey guys, welcome back to another heavy metal diecast video, and we have another one of these budget ones here from D'Agostini, of course, in 1/72 scale diecast. These were one of the ones I grabbed a little while ago for $25. They were quite cheap at the time. I have seen these going for a considerably lot more at the moment now for some reason, but I do not know why. But I do not pay a lot for these. But this particular one we have here is a Nakajima KI-84 Hayate, or Gale, or Hurricane, I think that translates to. I don't speak fluent Japanese, but it was also called by the Allies Frank, so we'll just call it Frank.
Let's be frank, yeah.
This was a Japanese fighter used in the later stages of World War II, of course, by the Imperial Japanese Army Air Service, and it was introduced mid-1944. There would be about 3,514 aircraft made in all variants, of course, by war's end, and these were equipped with a 20mm and or as well 30mm cannons, and they could actually intercept high-altitude B-29 bombers. And this particular one, of course, is one flown by Shiro Funahashi, who was from the 1st Shutai, I think it is, and the 22nd Sentai in 1944. And I reckon it does look pretty cool. And in this little box, as I said, it does have still the magazine on it and everything like that. But it is no good sitting in this. We need to get it out of the packet. So we'll pull out our favourite blade so we can open this up and get out this Frank. So this is the magazine that it does come with. We'll just open it up. It does have some nice images in there. A lot of interesting information on there, if you can speak Japanese, of course. For me, I can only look at pretty pictures. There's not a great deal of pictures in this one, though. There's some profile pictures there, which is pretty cool. But anyway, we'll turf that. We want to get to this. The blade's done its job. We'll get this open. Beautiful. We'll move this out of the way. Turf that. Oh, that does look quite nice. For these little budget ones, they do come up pretty good sometimes. They do look very, very, like, reasonably okay detail on them, and they don't look too bad. But it does have the standard, base underneath there, and the landing gear options, and of course a propeller you got to chuck on there. And I reckon it looks pretty cool, but we got to get this out so we can have a little look at it. Whoa, this has got a bit of heft to it. We'll move this packet out of the way, and we'll have a look at Frank. Yes, I'm just going to call it Frank. It does have that little baggie that does have the landing gear options and some gear bay doors, of course. But the aircraft itself, yeah, this looks pretty cool. Definitely got some really nice detail on there. You can see some reasonable panel lines on there. It's in the beautiful green. That's nice deep colours. And the yellow accents there really pop out. It's got some interesting tail markings there. It's pretty cool. Yeah, I reckon it's pretty nice. The beauty with these D'Agostini ones, they have been releasing quite a number of aircraft that are unusual as well. So in a market where there's a lot of manufacturers just making the same sort of common aircraft, it's always good to be able to grab something a little bit different and something that's not quite common, and to be able to check it out as a diecast and add that to your collection. They're not the most perfect builds or the fantastic builds, but, they're pretty cool when your options are limited with certain aircraft. We'll turn it over and have a little look underneath. That does look pretty cool there. It's got some nice detail underneath there. Got some nice lines. That looks pretty nice. Obviously, that's your stand hole, and that's where your landing gear options are going to go, and you chuck your tail wheel in, and of course we'll have to put a propeller on. So, while we've got it turned over, what we'll do is we'll quickly set that up and come right back. All right, here's Frank set up for in-flight. As you saw, we opened this brand new out of the box. What's not included is a piece to have that as like the tail wheel in the closed position. There is no closed piece to put over there. There is a tail wheel in the extended position to put over there, but there's nothing to put over that. And you just put the main landing gear bay doors there, and they just pop straight in. There are also holes for what looks to be for some tanks or something like that. They weren't in the box. They were not in the packet. The packet was brand new, sealed, and as you can see on the magazine, there should be those two tanks that you put underneath the wing. They're plainly there, but mine not.
Denied.
Nothing here. So I don't know. That's weird. It was a brand new sealed box. So it's not like, the seller nicked anything out of it. That's just how it came from the factory. So, oh, well, that sucks. But, of course, chuck it on the stand. It's just straightforward. You do get that normal sort of stand that they have, and it does have a little bit of information on the aircraft, of course, and then you just put it in your stand hole. And that is Frank all set up on the stand. We'll zoom in a fraction for you. But, that was a little bit disappointing with the fact that it's missing a couple of little pieces. But, I mean, the propeller spins really nicely and freely, and you just whack a little aerial on the back there, and that is all set up, of course. But, look, overall, it's not too bad. I don't mind it, sausage finger test. It's typical sort of size of a World War II fighter. It is just a budget sort of model, so you don't expect it to be, 100% perfect with things. But, it was a bit disappointing it didn't have those little tanks and the section for the closed tail wheel. But what we want to do is check this out in gear down, so hopefully it'll set up a little bit better. All right, we'll quickly zip over to that. Here we got Frank with his gear down. So it was straightforward. You just put those two little gear bay doors there on the side, and of course drop your landing gear parts in there, and that is job done. And at the back there's a little tail wheel. It does have the rear tail wheel little doors that are there, and you've got to put that tail wheel through a hole into that. But the actual part of the tail wheel isn't long enough to go through all the way through those gear bay doors and into the actual plane to keep it in place. So that it's got to be a little bit longer for it to be able to push into place properly. But look, overall, she sets up all right. It's it's not too bad for what you're getting. Just was a little bit disappointing with the that missing bit of ordnance there, but look, it all spins nicely. Just blow on that propeller and you can, fly around your room all day with it. But look, it comes up okay. I'm reasonably happy with it. What we'll do is we'll put it on the deck. Yay, doesn't fall apart. Of course, we'll zoom in a fraction again for you and wind this video up. Well, once again, so of course, this is a DeAugustini one. It is that cheaper budget type one, of course. And, if you're after your budget type aircraft, like this sort of thing, and, you're trying to collect on a budget, these are perfect for doing that. And, look, if you're after a Frank, I'm not sure how many different manufacturers out there do Franks, but this was one of the only ones I sort of found. So, it's always good to, bolster your Japanese collection with a few different aircraft besides Zeros all the time. So, yeah, all right, guys, I'll take some happy snaps of Frank here and chuck those photos at the end of the video like usual. If you like Frank here, hey, give us some of those, of course, and feel free to subscribe to the channel as per usual. And once again, thank you very much for spending your valuable time checking out another one of our videos. All right, guys, you all have a fantastic rest of your day. Cheers. なのかなそこに